Welcome you guys to episode 3. I'm going to be starting off today with tackling, you can't really see it, but right in there, the oil feed line. I'm going to show you what I rigged up right here. Looks a little janky, there's probably a better way to do it, but just went to my local Ace Hardware and picked up all these fittings. So normally you have pressure sending unit that plugs in right down there, right? But we are trying to get our oil feed off of this. So into the engine, T, elbow, reducer. This is probably like a, if I can get it to focus, probably like a 6 AN or something. Won't really focus, but anyways. And then another reducer for the oil feed. So let's go over all this stuff real quick. I'll show you guys what is going on with this camera. Jesus, let me. Okay, one. That's all. Oh, 1/4 inch. Yeah. Let's see. Come on, this is hard to do with one hand. Anyways, that guy. That guy. And that guy. I did get a few other ones. 1/8 MPT. God dang, there you go. 1/8 MPT female to a -4 AN male. -4 AN male to a male 1/8 MPT. Just as spares. And I bought all of these in preparation for this, but I actually thought this was a 1/8 MPT, but it wasn't, so hence all of this. So I'm going to put it together and see if I can install it. My only worry is getting, this 90 on here and then having to spin everything with limited space in there. So I'm just gonna start getting some thread tape on here and I guess see what we can come up with. One by one, I got each piece in there. Now my only worry now is if it's tight enough. So now what I can do is take the feed line and attach it there and then feed it to the turbos. Sweet. So that portion's pretty much set. Now back to the not so fun part of this manifold. I took it back to work, cut it up again, shortened some things, hog these out a little bit. Not that one so much. I had an idea of just hogging this out and slipping it over these, but took forever. So I just cut these down a little more. Yeah, there you go. So this is going to take a while, and you guys have the general idea of what I'm trying to do here, so I'm probably not going to video too much more of this until I have it set up, tacked, and it's working. So with that being said, I'm going to get to it. Alright, a few hours later, here we go. I think we have a product. So right now it's just tacked, obviously. The one big issue that I was running into is the studs, which I think so I already pulled them all out, but I think I'm going to switch these bolts because you can't actually put the manifold on or take it off with the studs. So yeah, I also put in these brackets that attach this little pinch weld here, and then there's can't really see it, but there's another one for the other AC line, yeah, right there. Kind of hold them this way away from the manifold, so has a little bit of gap there. And yeah, so now I think I'll show you guys what we're planning to do with the turbo setup. Take a look at that. Now this is a very, very rough draft of everything, and it took me way too long to get this set up. But this is what I'm thinking. Yes, they will be going through the hood. But it should be pretty freaking cool if I can make it work. So yeah, that's the plan. Yeah. So we're currently waiting for Davis. He's on his way to help me put in some work on this thing. So I think we're going to try and tackle some battery relocation. I ordered some V-bands for this, and then this side as well. So those are going to take a couple days. Once we get those in, I'll weld probably one straight onto that, weld that one, I'll weld both the manifolds up, and then I'll make the pipe that goes this way over here. And so hopefully it'll just be like a manifold, and then a midsection, and it'll all be removable and hopefully serviceable. So yeah, that's the plan, guys. Should be pretty cool. I'm pretty pumped for it. In the meantime, I'm gonna go clear out the trunk and get things started for the battery relocation. Quick update, we got the battery relocation pretty much done. I know this doesn't look super hot, but it is just temporary to get things going. Oh, hi, bud. Yeah, so there's that. Since there's no EGR pipe on that, and that is open, I just took it off and put a piece of can behind the opening just to block it off. That's pretty much what we did with Margot's car, and it seemed to work just fine. So I'll show you the battery area. Oh man. Open. There we go. So this we just ran down under the car all the way back. Grounded that there, and yeah, pretty good. So that's pretty much ready to go. All right, here we have some welded up manifolds. Look pretty terrible, if I do say so myself, but they're welded up and they're still pretty hot, so I'm not gonna be messing with those. I got some heat wrap over here. Probably wrap this passenger side manifold to keep it away from the AC lines, and kind of temporarily installed the feed line, and this is kind of what I plumbed up to split between the turbos. So has a male 4AN line and then to a T. So nothing crazy, pretty simple. Should work in theory. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I've taken way too long to do that, but that's how these things go. So while we wait for V-bands, these guys, we have something else to work on, an intercooler. So we'll unbox that. We also have some suspension on the way. So we'll have that to work on here shortly. And we also have some wheels for this, and they're probably not what you think they are, and I'm really hoping they're going to work because they are a Toyota wheel. We'll just say that, it's a Toyota wheel. Yeah, so we'll need adapters, and I'm going to figure out if these wheels are even going to work before I get the adapters, but hopefully they do. Should be pretty cool. So let's just get to this intercooler. Here we are. Bumper cover's off. Now with Marco's car, we took this off. Oh, that's not it. Right there. They're like, it's like riveted on or something. The easiest way I found to get this thing off. Oh, yep, just like that. You don't need this crap. Now we have all this room for an intercooler. Bing! Yep. I was gonna try and cut them, but I wasn't cutting very well. Next step, some hackery. God bless it. What the hell does this even go to? And here's the intercooler installed. Hopefully in its final place. I had the intentions of hole sawing this instead of making these nice precision cuts, but quickly found out that my hole saw was a piece of shit. So yeah, there we go. Pretty slick. So that being said, I think that's going to conclude this episode. Next we're going to get the V-bands on and start modifying the intake for the mass airflow sensor. Same thing we did with Marco's. If you missed that, just stay tuned. I'll go over it again. And yeah, we'll see you next time.